Okay, hi, welcome to my first recording. Just a little routine for you just to keep you moving whilst I'm on my week's break. Hopefully it's fairly easy to follow. You'll need a ball if you have one. It's not compulsory, but if you have a ball, grab a ball. You may need a couple of blocks as well, or books, okay, or something just to assist you with body alignment, especially certainly with neck alignment as well. And obviously your mat, okay. We're going to start standing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work through the whole routine with you, and I'm going to go through all the teaching points, but work at it at your own pace. It might be that you want to pause the video and just concentrate on certain aspects of some of the exercises. It might be that you decide to you might want to just increase the amount of repetitions. Or you might want to work at a slower pace. You might want to reduce the amount of repetitions and really concentrate on each exercise. So again, work at your own pace. It's not compulsory to follow it from end to end. If you find that you see something and you want to repeat it again, because I'm going to work through things not quickly, but I'm going to work through things quite smoothly. So it might be that you lose a small point and you may just want to rewind and repeat. So again, it's a recording, so you can do this as many times as you like, or once. It's entirely up to you. But this is number one. I will do another one a bit later. But we are going to start standing. So if you come to the edge of your mat, so if you come up onto your feet and stand at the edge of your mat, let's concentrate on our posture. So we're going to relax the shoulders. We're going to make sure the feet are about sit bone distance apart. Make sure the weight's going evenly between big toe, little toe and your heel. Pull up through the arches of the feet, so you're really pulling the inside of the thighs up in towards the pelvis. Pull the belly in towards the spine, relax the shoulders. Imagine you've got a bit of string or rope attached to the top of your head and it's trying to pull you up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes for a moment if you want and concentrate on your breath. So breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Just roll the shoulders round a couple of times in either direction. So forwards and then again back. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and allow them just to drop down. And again, lift up and drop twice more. And again, pull the ears up and down. And again, pull up and down. We're going to drop the chin down towards the chest. Feel the stretch down the back of the neck into the top of the shoulder blades. From here we're going to roll all the way down. Now soften those knees and try and keep that pelvis nice and steady as we come all the way down. So just wrapping those shoulders around the ears, hands coming down towards the floor. If you need to use the legs to walk the hands down in order to support that lower back, then please do. Pull that belly in towards the spine. Hold this position here and roll yourselves back up. And we're going to really stack each of the bones one by one. So breathing out, pulling the tummy in, protecting the lower back, and allow the head to come up last. Good. Again, lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body and pull the belly in towards the spine. Good. Drop the chin down. Start to roll forwards, coming all the way down towards the floor. Wrapping the shoulders around the ears. Hold this position. Just check with the legs. Make sure the knees are both facing forwards and knees are slightly soft. And I want heavy, heavy head, heavy shoulders. We're going to start to walk the hands out. Now, this is where you may need your blocks or your books. You're going to place your hands onto the blocks or the books, trying to keep your heels on the floor. Now, if you can't keep the heels on the floor, this is where you may need to lift up slightly through the hands. So again, use a block or a book as high as you need to try and keep those feet on the floor. So just take a few moments or pause the video in order to grab yourself what it is you need. Now, from here, you're going to drop the chin down towards the knees, feeling that stretch through the front of the shoulders and the arms. You're also going to feel the stretch down the back of the legs as well. Hold that position here. Now pull up onto the toes, so pushing through the feet. Good. Now lower the heels back down towards the floor, trying to stretch out just a little bit more through the front of the body. And again, lift up onto those toes and press the heels back. And again, lift up, pull that belly in towards the spine, good, and take it down. Good, now pull the feet up. Now we're going to drop the knees. Now pull the knees in towards the nose. And you're going to bring it forwards. Now as you bring it forwards, just open up the spine. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Now those knees are going to sit underneath your hips. Your hands should be sitting almost underneath your shoulders. If you need to adjust yourself accordingly. Hover. Hold this here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back into those heels. Into that down dog again. So putting that belly in towards the spine, creating that C curve through the spine. It's not a straight back. You're going to walk the hands in towards the toes. Hold the forward fold for me. Again, heavy head, heavy shoulders. From here, pull the belly in and start to roll yourselves back up. Lifting the head. Good. Drop the chin, rolling forwards, coming all the way down. Good. Walking the hands back out in front of you again. Again, using the blocks if you need to, keeping those feet or those heels on the floor. Drop that chin down, press it forwards. Lift up onto both feet or to the toes of both feet, and you're going to pedal. So you're going to push one heel down at a time. Good. Press the heels away, pulling that belly in. Good. Tucking that tailbone under. Push up onto those toes. Now bring those knees forwards. Bring the knees towards the nose. Keep that C shape through the spine until you get to a point where you need to open the spine out. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Good. Hold that position here. Now drop the knees down, uncurl the toes, and I want you to walk the hands at least a foot forwards. So you're pressing those hips forwards. Now just check your alignment. Make sure your hips aren't collapsing or you're not sticking your bottom up. I want the hips to sit directly between your shoulders and your knees into your half plank, your knee plank. Good. Hold this position here. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. If you prefer to stay with the knee hover, stay with the knee hover. I'm just giving you alternatives now for that plank. Hold that here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands back in, tuck the toes under, and press back into those heels. Good. Continue to walk the hands towards the toes, nose towards the knees, and hold that forward fold. Relax. Pull the belly in, start to roll up as you breathe out. Good. Lifting the head up last. Roll the shoulders and drop the chin. Let's rolling down again. Holding this position here. Let's walk forwards. We're going to come straight into a full plank now. Now if you can't come into that full plank, go back to the knee hover that we did at the beginning, or that half plank where you're just placing the knees just come down to your halfway. If not, hold that full plank. Now if you prefer to come down onto the elbows, so you come into this position, you can come into this position. But use mirrors. Use your if you've got a camera or your phone, just to record yourself if you want to, and just look at your posture. Just make sure that everything's pulled in nice and tight. You're not sticking your bottom up and you're not collapsing the bottom down. You're not squeezing the shoulder blades. Strong shoulders. Hold that there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest out whenever you need to. Pull the knees in and press back into a nice child's pose for me. Just give the wrists a bit of a reprieve if you need to. Now, we're going to come into all fours. We're going to come into Superman. Now, if you need blocks to go underneath the hands to support the wrists, then you can. You've got two options. My carpet's very soft, so I tend to place something a little bit harder underneath my hands just to stop my palms and my hands collapsing into the carpet. If you've got wrist issues such as arthritis or carpal tunnel, place the blocks so that the palm of the hand sits on the edge, and then you're taking a weight through the fingers as well. So widen the fingers, or allow the fingers to stay as comfortable as possible. Okay, so you're taking some of the weight through the fingertips as well. Now this just opens the space within the wrist joint. Okay, now if you haven't got blocks or books, you can roll your mat up. Okay, again, or you can come onto fists. You can hold it here and use your fists. It's entirely up to you. If you're on your fist, then obviously it's going to lift you up slightly, so the back's not going to be quite as flat as you would expect. But please don't worry, as long as that back stays nice and square and you pull the tummy in, you create that nice natural curvature, there shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now I'm going to hold my mat. I'm going to hold my blocks here. This is going to give me just a little bit of support because my carpet's really soft. So, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck the tummy in. Now just allow the back just to sit with its natural curves for a moment. And in order to find that, if you struggle with that position, just start create a nice cat stretch. So tuck the tummy under and lift the tuck the tailbone under, sorry, and lift the tummy up. Open up those shoulders and then reverse it. So we're going to press the tailbone away, press the belly down. And again, pull up, drop the chin and extend. Good. And again, pull up and extend. Good. Or you can just hold it here. So you're pulling up and pressing away, pull up and press away. So you're just tilting that pelvis forwards and back. And then you're going to allow the back to sit within those two extremes, okay? So wherever it feels most comfortable. From here, we're going to lift with one arm. Now, as we lift that arm, slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Create length through the neck. Take the hand down. Try not to swing into the opposite side of the body. And again, lift up through the other arm. Now, we're going to do 8 of these. So breathing out and in, out and in, and again out and in. 3 more. Breathing out and in, and again out and in. 1 more. Out and in. Now keeping those hands where they are, we're going to lift the leg. Now as you lift that leg, lengthen. So as you lengthen it, just drops that hip down slightly, because as we lift, we tend to want to swing into the opposite side and create that rotation through the spine. So lift and lengthen. Pull the knee in. And again, lift and lengthen. Breathing out, in. Make sure that leg goes back in the same position. Good, so the knees come down. Imagine you've just left a little knee print on the mat and you're placing that knee back in the same position. Good, pull the tummy in, relax the shoulders. Lift and lengthen. And again, 2 more. Lift. Good. And again, lengthen. Good. I think that was 9 altogether, but never mind. You know me and my counting. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Now we're going to create a little bit of work through stability now. So relaxing the shoulders. We're going to lengthen from fingertips to toes. Hold it here. Hold that position and bring it back in. We're going to do 4 of these. So lift and lengthen. Good. Try to hold it nice and steady. And back into centre. And again, lift and lengthen. And down. Lift and lengthen. And down. Good. Now if you need to rest out at any time, if you need to relax the wrists or stretch the wrists out at any time, just take a few moments, sit into a child's pose. Just take a few moments to stretch those wrists. I'll show you what to do in a moment. Okay. Now we're going to do again, we're going to lift and lengthen, but this time we're going to create slightly different movement. So we're going to lift up, and as we lift up, slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. We're going to take the leg and the hand out to the side. Bring it back into centre. Try and keep everything level. And back down. I haven't got a mirror, so I can't see what I'm doing. And I haven't got my screen. Normally I'm recording myself, or I'm watching you and watching myself on screen. Can't do that today. So lift, take that leg out, bring it back in. Good. Bring it back into centre. 2 more. Lift, take it wide, back into centre, and down. And again, lift and wide, bring it back into centre, and down. Good. We're going to change it slightly again. We're going to lift up. So rest if you need to. Hold this position. We're going to take it out if you can. And can you circle? Good. And bring it back into centre. Take it down. Now if you want to circle with the legs and arms facing forwards rather than out to side, again you have that option as well. You don't have to do it at the diagonal. So lift and lengthen. Hold it here. Take it wide and circle. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back into centre. Place the hands down and just press back into that nice child's pose. Good. This is where we're going to, if you want to stretch the hands out, if you haven't already done so, again, just stretching forwards through the child's pose, making sure the bottom sits back on those heels, reaching those arms forwards. Just take hold of the fingertips and just pull the fingertips back towards the forearm. And again on the other side, so pull the fingertips back, staying in that child's pose, just stretching through that spine. Good, and then you're going to pull the fingertips down towards the forehands this time. And again on the other side, pull the fingertips down towards the forearms. Good, coming up in towards four, so just create that cat stretch through, and we're going to come into a mermaid position. So now if you're unable to sit in this position with one leg, so your right leg is going to sit in front and it's going to lay level, or it's going to come in level with the mat. The back leg's going to come behind you. Good. Now, we're going to do it without the ball to start with, and then we're going to do it with the ball on the next move. Okay, so this is where you have the option. If you haven't got a ball, you're just going to repeat it twice. Okay, so what I want you to do, I just want you to sit up nice and tall to start with. I want you to place one hand down onto the floor next to you, next to your hip. Lift your left arm up, slide your shoulder blades down the back of the body. From here, we're just going to press over. Good, and lift. Now we're pulling that waist away from that supporting elbow. Good, so we're pushing down through our left hip, and we're pushing our right side in towards our left. Good, so we're almost folding in on ourselves. And again, breathing out, and in, and out, and in. Good, now lift up both arms. Lengthen those arms, they're in line with your shoulders. And we're just going to tap down. As if we're flying an aeroplane, we're banking down. Good. And lift back up. And again, take it down. And lift. And again, down. And lift. One more. Take it down. And in. Now as we take it down, hold it here, and we're just going to reach out towards the end of the mat. Good. Bring it back and lift. Good. Now keep those hips, keep those legs still. And again, take it down and just lengthen. Relax those shoulders, bring it back in and lift up. Good. And again, take it down and lengthen. Pull back in and lift up. And again, take it down and lengthen. Pull it back in. Brilliant. Take the hand down towards the opposite shin. Lift the arm up and take it over. Good. Just feel that stretch. Good. Excellent. We're going to change sides. So we're going to do exactly the same on this side. So again, placing the left hand down towards the floor, next in line with the hips. Lift the right arm up. Good. Take a breath in and out. Now as we push that arm over, relax the shoulders, lengthen that space between the shoulder and the ear, and pull that waist away from that supporting elbow. Good. Lift up. And again, pull it away. Press into that right hip. Good. And again, lift up. Good. Take the arm over. Try and make sure the shoulders stay stacked. And again, one more time. Excellent. And bring it back up. Take those arms up. Good. We'll lengthen. So pull the shoulder blades down the back of the body. We're going to tilt down towards the floor. Try and make sure those arms stay level. I'm not sure if mine are. Good. Bring it back up to centre. And again, take it down. Breathing out. And in. Try not to move those legs. Lengthen the arms. Breathing out. And in. And again, out. And in. Excellent. Taking it down now. And press away. Now push down into the right side to create that stability through the legs. Bring it back in. And lift up. And again, take it down. Press away. Good. Take it towards the end of the mat. Bring the hand back in and tilt it back up. Good. And again, take it down. Press away. Bring it back in and hold it here. Take the hand down. Take the arm over. Good. Let's change legs again. And we're going to do it with the ball. So we're going to place the ball. Now again, if not, just repeat the exercises that we've just done. Okay, so if you haven't got a ball, just repeat the exercise we've done. They're almost identical. So we're going to place the ball next to our hip, place the hand on it, reach the arm up. This is going to give us a bit of instability. And then we're going to roll down. So pull that elbow in towards you. So we're dropping the shoulder down towards the ball. We're not rolling the ball out, we're dropping the shoulder down. Good. And lift back up. And again, take it down. And lift. And again, down. And lift. And again, down we go. And lift. Take the arm out to the side. Good. So it's almost level with the arm. Okay. Just take that ball out. Just slightly, so it's just in line with that ball. So we're now, the arms are pretty much level, thereabouts. And then we're going to roll the ball out. Good. And bring it back in. And again, roll the ball out. If not, you're going back to what you did earlier, which you just tilt and lift, yeah? Good. And again, last time, hold it here. Now hold that position, slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Now pull that elbow in and lengthen. Keeping the body still, pull the elbow in and lengthen. Good. And again, breathing out and in, and again out and in. It's key to keep that left hip still. Good. And pull the ball in. Grab hold of the shin on the opposite side, lift the arm up and stretch that hip. Stretch that waist. Good. Relax the shoulders. Good. And take it down. Let's swap sides again. So again, the other side. So trying to make sure that those feet, my mat's terrible, isn't it? It does move a lot. There's me trying to be a little bit sort of, make sure everything's in line. So, shin is in line with the mat. Your right leg's behind you. Good. We're going to place the ball onto the floor, slightly further out from where the hand was when you don't have the ball. So we're going to lift the right arm up and we're going to pull that left elbow in towards that waist. Relax the shoulders and lift up. Good. So collapsing down, we're dropping that shoulder. The ball's staying still. It's not moving apart from being squashed. And again, 2 more. Take it down. Relax the shoulders and lift. Really pull that left waist away from the ball. Good. And lift up. Take the hand, just open that ball out so the hand's on top of the ball and the right arm is sort of level or in line, so fingertips are in line. We're going to roll out towards the end of the mat. Good. If not, you're tilting and lifting. And again, roll out and up. Good. And again, breathing out and lift. Keep that right side still. And again, rolling out and lift. Okay, we're going to hold it here. Hold it. Good. Now pull that elbow in and out. And again, shoulder stretch or shoulder stability. Good. And out. 2 more. In and out. 1 more. In and out. Good. Pull it back in. Place the hand back on that shin and lift up and take it over. Good. Relax the shoulders. Excellent. Just place the ball to one side for now. You may need a head block because we're going to come down onto our backs. So, just swinging yourselves round onto your backs, placing your head onto your block. Good. Now pull the belly in towards the spine. Just make sure those feet are sit bone distance, so the legs are fairly close together, the hands are placed down by your sides. Good. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to drop the chin, we're going to roll the chin forwards, and we're going to start to roll up. And hold this position. Now pull the belly in towards the spine, look down towards the navel. And then you're going to roll yourselves back down again. Good. And again, drop the chin down. So bring the chin forward. So you're dropping it to the chest, but you're bringing it forwards as well. And as you do so, slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Pull the belly in. Start to tilt the pelvis up. Hold that position. And lower it down. Good. And again, drop the chin down. Roll the shoulders forwards. Pull one knee in towards your chest. Extend the other leg. Relax your shoulders. Now you have the option. You can pull the knee in and then send the other leg away. So a single leg stretch. Pull the knee in. Keep the head and shoulders lifted. If you want to place the hand behind the back of the head, you can. Or you can place the head and shoulders back on the floor. Extend that leg. Good. And again, switch if you want. If not, pull the knee in towards the chest, one at a time. And switch. And switch. Now pull that knee in, hug it, give it a big hug, use the upper body. This is massaging your tummy, okay? And again, in and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Good. Roll the head back down towards the floor. Extend the legs. Good. Now you have the option with the ball or without. You can place the ball in the hands if you wish. We're going to come into our roll up. So take the arms over the top of the head with or without the ball. It's entirely up to you. We're going to tilt the pelvis towards you. Press the lower back into the floor. Try and squeeze the arms around the ears in order to protect the neck. And we're going to lift the head and shoulders up off that lowest rib. Bring the ball down towards the thighs or the hands towards the thighs and lower it down. And again, bring it up, breathing out, and in. And again, out, and in, and out. Relax those shoulders. Try and bring that head up between the arms, look down towards the navel, tilt that pelvis down towards you, and press that lower back into the floor. Good, hold this position here. Good. Bring the arms back and roll down, stretch it out completely. Good. Okay, we're going to lift some legs. So as we roll the head and shoulders, we're going to lift one leg. Lift up, tap the ball or the hands to the shin, and take it down. And again, lift and lower. So that as you lift both arms and legs, the lower back presses into that floor just a little bit more. So we're really creating that C curve through the spine. Rolling up and down. And again, rolling up and down. One more, breathing out and in. Okay, we're going to hold the arms, head and shoulders up. Hold it here, lift one leg. Lift the other if you can. If not, just do one at a time. Drop one leg, drop the other. Good. And again, lift one, lift the other, lower it down. If you want to lower the head and shoulders down at the same time, you can. If not, try and keep the head and shoulders lifted. And again, lift up, lift up. Now, if you can, lower both legs. If not, one leg at a time. Only if you can keep that lower back on the floor. Good. Lower the legs. Take the head and shoulders back down towards the floor and stretch it out. So with those last exercises, please only lift one leg at a time. If you find your lower back starts to twinge a little bit or it's a little bit sore, if it's too much for the tummy, you can bend the knees as well. So I'll just show you just the alternative with the knees. So as you lift up, you can just bring the knee in, okay? So you're in that position rather than a straight leg. So you're here, okay? All right, so that's your alternative if you prefer to use bent knees rather than straight. Good. Pull the knees in towards the chest, place the feet on the floor, take the ball to one side and just take the arms out into a T position so that your palms of the hands are flat on the floor, shoulders connected to the floor. Just squeeze the legs together and just sway the knees from side to side. Feel that stretch down through the waist, through the outside thigh and the buttock as you take those legs. You can lift the top leg off if you want. If not, you can keep the feet connected to the floor. It's entirely up to you. But you're going to lift the hips, so allow the hips to lift and lengthen. The knees aren't quite coming all the way down just yet. Okay, bring the legs back up to centre. Cross one ankle over onto the opposite knee. Now continue to sway from left to right. This will just increase that stretch just a little bit more through the buttock, through the legs. Good, relax the shoulders. Keep the shoulders connected. Good, now pull that knee down towards the floor. So the leg you have crossed, so if your left leg is crossed across your right, you're bringing your left knee down towards the floor. Good, hold that position. And bring the legs back up to centre, then take it over to the other side. So you're dropping that foot down. So your left foot's coming down towards the floor. Good, you're just increasing that stretch through the waist, through the hips, through the buttocks. Good. And bring the legs back up to centre. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So change legs. So cross the right leg over onto the left knee and sway from side to side. So just creating a nice controlled sway. Try not to let the legs collapse. Keep the shoulders connected. That's going to create that rotation through that spine. Stretch those ligaments, those tendons, those little tiny muscles you have that stabilise the spine. Good. We're going to take that knee down towards the floor. So knee comes down first. Good. So your right knee down towards the floor. The right foot's hooked over the left. You're just trying to pull that left knee into the ground as you do so. Make sure those shoulders stay connected. Try not to lift up through your left side. Keep breathing. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring the legs back up to centre and take it over to the other. Creating that nice stretch through the hips, through the waist, through the lower back. Bring the knees back up to centre. Pull both knees in towards the chest. Try and lift the tailbone off the floor and release it. And again, lift the tailbone. Really create that stretch through the lower back and release. Pull the tummy in. Pull the tailbone up. Good. And again, pull the knees in, pull the nose up towards the knees if you can. If you can't do that, then please don't worry. Just take it as far as you can, but relax those shoulders. Good. Lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. Take the head and shoulders down. Stretch the arms above the head. If you can, pull your toes in slightly so you're pushing your heels away from the body. Feel the stretch through the side of the body, through the arms. Good. Full body stretch. Breathing in and out as you release. And again, breathing in, stretch every single muscle. Try and push those fingertips away from the toes and out. One more, breathing in and out. Good. Fold the legs back in. Bring the arms back round the side of the body. Just take a few moments here to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Lengthen the spine, so try and lift the crown of the head towards or away from the toes. Really lengthen through the back. Good. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax the shoulders. And you are finished. Well done, folks. Just take a few moments if you wish, just in this position. Hopefully you felt a little bit of work. And again, you can perform all of those exercises on their own, in that little routine, in that little rhythm if you would like, or you can go back and repeat some of them. You can speed it up a little bit, or you can slow it down. You may not want to do quite so many repetitions. So if you wanted to do this again but you've got less time, just do half the amount of repetitions. There's usually 4 to 8 repetitions for each exercise. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I'm just going to play a bit sit up so I can actually see you. I probably look a little bit wind swept, but yes, so thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and look out for part 2 coming soon. Thank you.